Well, TJ, let's start with the question, of course, that's on everybody's mind. Can the Raiders get it done without Derek Carr at quarterback?
I'm worried, bro. We've had a great season at least, but yeah, man. Hopefully they'll rally up behind McGloin and see how it goes down. Fingers crossed. It's definitely gonna be a tough one though to replace Carr.
Now we got the important stuff out of the way. Let's talk about this fight thing that's going on here. Talk about the matchup itself. I mean, first of all, on paper, it does seem like probably the most fun matchup that you could put together in the division. But, did you feel like he had done enough to really warrant a fight with you?
He's on a six-fight win streak. He's done it impressively. I don't think he's the most technical guy. He's tough. He can take a punch and give a punch. He likes to sling leather. So I think it's a tailor-made matchup for myself, though. I feel like I'm going to be able to pick this guy apart. I'm too technical, too fast, and it's going to be a great night for me.
It seems bizarre that we'd still be talking about weight issues in the bantamweight division, but he did have weight issues again. I mean, do you factor that in, think about that at all? What if this guy comes in at 138?
I don't really care if he misses weight. I'll get paid a little extra, The extra weight's not going to help him out any, Just kind of proving maybe he had a lazy camp. That he's not as prepared as he should be, Like I don't understand the missing weight thing. I've never missed weight before. I'm very professional with the way I do things, so it kind of crazy to me.
Seems to be some confusion on whether or not this is a #1 contender fight. It seems like it should be, but there's been some quotes out there that maybe they're not necessarily sure. What's your understanding? I mean, do you believe this to be a #1 contender fight?
Absolutely, man. I feel like I should have been fighting for the title already, But all I can do is my job. I'm going to continue to beat the #2 guys. Rafael Cincao, #2, 8-fight win streak. Ran through him. I'll beat John Lineker, 6-fight win streak, #2. Really, man, I'm fighting the tougher guys. I'm fighting the #1 contenders while Cruz is fighting 6 and 8. So you tell me who the champ is. Who's the one that's really defending the belt,
What did you think when Garbrandt got the nod? Because it was kind of like between you two guys, basically.
Yeah, man, it's you can talk your way into anything now. When we were talking about football, it's like, do you see a football team talking their way into the Super Bowl? It doesn't happen, man. It's the #1 ranked guys, the guys that are winning the tournament, and it's an unfortunate thing. That's the way it's working out right now.
Do you have a preference in who wins the fight?
Normally I would be rooting for Cody, just because, Cruz gets under my skin, and I've trained with Cody, and, he's a good kid, he's coming up, but I want that win back, man. Cruz knows I won that fight, I won that fight, I want it back, I want it off my record, so I would prefer to fight Cruz, and then I'm sure Cody will make his way back up one day.
You talked about training with Cody. I did see online the other day, you said, hey, all petty stuff aside, seeing Uriah go away, he paved the way. What was that moment like, seeing him hang it up?
It was mixed feelings, he's kind of treating me like a jerk, kicking me off the team and making me look like the bad guy for it. But ultimately, I didn't want him to go out looking horrible. He hasn't looked great the last fights before that. I went out with a good performance. Like I said, he's a legend of the sport. He has paved the way for us lighter guys. So you gotta respect his career and hope the best. I did train 6 years with the guy, but. There's a small part of me that wanted to see him get his ass kicked too, just to go out and be a little embarrassed, But ultimately, I was happy for him.